Hey everybody, how's it going? We're out here in the Time Cave just doing a little quick uh, video. It's December 7th. I'm burning a lantern from 1941. This hilo was made the year that Pearl Harbor was attacked. And, every year we get further and further away from that day of infamy, and more people forget it. And I don't blame them. That was a long time ago. Sorry, I've got some allergies. The Santa Anas have been kicking in, and my allergies have been kicking in as well. Um, but yeah, it's almost 80 years. Next year will be 80 years since December 7th of 41. And 75 years was a big deal. That was, what was it, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? And, well, I don't know. I always, put on this button I'm wearing. This is a 1940s era Remember Pearl Harbor pin. And sometimes people notice it, sometimes they don't. Say, oh, what's that pin? Goes, well, Remember Pearl Harbor. Is that today? Yeah, it is today. Wow, geez, I didn't think about that. Like, yeah, well, December 7th is stuck in my mind with indelible ink. I've spoken with a lot of World War II veterans that were there. They shared their stories, and we've had some really interesting moments with them over the years. Now that they're mostly all gone now, it's hard to think that there's no more Pearl Harbor veterans. That's 79 years ago. They would be all in their late 90s to have been there. And that was a very early part of the war. That was what got us into the war, technically. So anyone in the military or the Navy was career. They were in there before the 40s, and they were just, with the military. So they're very mature and very senior now. So they're not long with us anymore. This is their last call, and it's depressing because I'm going to miss them. I'm going to really miss them, and they were special because they never really thought of themselves as heroes so much, but they had a job to do, and they were there, and they did it, and just see them still mourn the loss of their shipmates. It's real, man. I'm not even joking. It's real. It's really hard to really comprehend it. Standing on Ford Island outside of the Air Museum of the Pacific and seeing the tarmac and the buildings and the structures there that still retain damage. When I was there with my wife in 2017, it was a very emotional time. It was very heavy. The museum and the monument at the Arizona, excuse me, it's very emotional. It's very real. And when you look at all the names of the sailors that were there, they're still there. They've never left. They've been there since 41. It's incredible, and it's very thick. When you visit the Arizona, you can cut the tension with a knife. It's still there. It's so emotional. It's just ridiculous. And when you look up, you see the flag flying over that monument against the crystal blue sky. It's Hawaii. It's beautiful. And you just you just have to feel such gratitude and sorrow. It's such a conflicting feeling. I don't know. But would any of us today, what would we do if we were faced with a situation such as that? Being under a surprise attack by a foreign nation. Pearl Harbor is all about people, really. It was about people fighting people. It's about a nation that was on the warpath, trying to dominate and occupy more countries. And we were up against some pretty great odds. Sorry. But, we did it. We preserved our freedoms. And I hope and pray that we continue preserving those freedoms. We never sell ourselves short for anything, because those freedoms is really what makes us stand apart from everything else. That's why everyone wants to come here. We have it pretty good. But, I'm not going to get political or whatever. It's Pearl Harbor Day. It's not the point. So I wanted to make a video and commemorate December 7th as I usually do. Every day, every Pearl Harbor Day is special. And, you can listen to the broadcasts from that day of the news broadcasts from NBC and CBS and whatnot on YouTube. A lot of people have uploaded those, and they have done a very good job of splicing them in with commercials or whatnot, so you get the real effect. They also play them over old radios. There's one that's on an old Zenith, so you get the kind of an authentic feel of what it was like to listen to it on the radio in 41. Also, there's a Jack Benny program that was interrupted by different news bulletins that was broadcast on December 7th of 41 from Radio City in Hollywood. And that was pretty neat to listen to. So after watching this video, definitely do yourself a favor and do a little searching on YouTube and do some historical listening. It really does put you in touch with that era and that moment in time. Everything changed. But anyways, before I fall apart, I think I'll sign off here. You'll see this tomorrow. It will be the 8th of December, but anyways, I wanted to try to get this under the wire before it was no longer the 7th. So anyhow, definitely always observe it. Say a little prayer of thanks for the veterans who were there, who fought off the unsurmountable odds, and trying to preserve Hawaii and our country. Even though it was technically not a state, it was a territory, and it wasn't a state till 59, but still, it was our fleet, and that's an extension of our country. So, all right, everybody, take it easy, and we will see you again very soon. All right, have a great week. Good night.